guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be shooting a full-on drugstore routine. All of these products that I use to get this beautifully beat down face are drugstore products. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay y'all, we are just gonna jump right into this tutorial. As y'all can see, I have already done my brows off camera. I have a brow tutorial on my channel you can go check out after this video. I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn to line the top of my brows. I like for my brows to be extra sculpted, so I do conceal both top and bottom. To blend that out a bit, I'm using a fluffy blending brush. This brush is meant for eyeshadow, but it's so dense that it's really good at blending concealers out as well. To prime my lids, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. I'm gonna take that same dense blending brush to blend out the concealers on my lids. To set my lids, I'm using the airspun translucent powder. This powder is really fine and it sets the skin to perfection. You don't have to worry about any creasing in your eyeshadows when you use this powder. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal LA palette Nude 2. And these are not named, they literally just have numbers. This palette retails for about $15 at Target. The first shade I'm taking onto my brush is shade 9, and this shade is a beautiful shade of lavender and the eyeshadows are super pigmented. You want to blend this shade into your outer corner first and then blend inward on the lid. This is going to set the basis for the eyeshadow that we are going to be doing today. Y'all, I'm obviously satisfied with the color payout thus far. This is your base shade / transition color, so you want this to be blended seamlessly. Next, I'm taking this Shaaanxo The Remix palette, which also can be considered drugstore. It is a super affordable palette with 18 beautiful shades. I'm taking the shade Lover, which is a darker shade of lavender, and I'm blending that shade into my outer V. The goal is to create some dimension on the lid. I feel like my eyeshadow is starting to pop, and I'm also feeling this music that I'm listening to. I'm going back in with the same brush, Morphe 441. I blended our transition shade with earlier, and I'm going to blend the harsh lines out with this brush. Didn't add any extra product to the brush. I just took what was on it and I started blending. I'm taking that L'Oreal palette again, and I'm going to be using the shade number 10 to further add dimension to my lids. We want to take that same brush again to blend out those harsh lines. Hunty. To cut my crease, I'm going to be using Vaseline, and I learned this trick from Beats by Deb. She also has a YouTube channel. Next up, I'm taking this e.l.f. Cameo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm to give my lid shadow a base. For my lid, I'm taking the shade number 8 in my L'Oreal palette, and wow, I am super impressed with this combo, guys. Like, sometimes you just gotta hype yourself up. And of course, I'm going to be using my Maybelline primer. I'm also going to be mixing these two foundations together. The Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 335 and the L'Oreal True Match Luminous foundation in the shade Soft Sable. This Maybelline Fit Me foundation is also a favorite of mine. It's pretty full coverage, and the almost exact match to my skin tone is a huge plus. It's literally like putting on a second skin. Being as though it's summertime, I'm a bit darker, which is where this L'Oreal foundation comes in at. I purchased these beauty sponges on Amazon. They are freaking amazing and they were cheap. Of course, I'll be posting the link below. If you don't break out in random dance while you're doing your makeup, then I mean, are you really doing your makeup? Where are my imperfections now? Hidden, lost, like Nefertiti's tone. To contour, I'm using the Black Radiance concealer stick and the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I'm taking the Beautiful Bronze to contour my nose. I'm just gonna blend that out. Blend, 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 and blend like your life depends on it. I like to blend my nose contour out with an angled brush. It really helps me define my nose. Now I'm gonna take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan to highlight. These concealers are bomb AF, guys. That's why you see them so often in the beauty community, and they're inexpensive. I'm taking a small blending sponge to blend that out, and definitely make sure your sponge is damp. I love the angle of the concealer by my eyes because it makes my whole face seem more lifted. I want to be a bit brighter under the eyes. This is no secret, so I'm taking the e.l.f. Cameo Concealer and I'm going to highlight just a bit. A little goes a long way. To set my highlight, I'm taking this airspun translucent powder and just look how that automatically sets my concealer into place. To set my entire face, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match powder in Soft Sable, which matches your skin's tone and texture. Finish off my nose contour, I'm going to be taking the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in light medium to further define my nose. I'm going to be taking the True Match powder in Cocoa to go over my nose contour, and I'm also going to be using the same powder to bronze my face. I really think it gives my skin a natural sun-kissed look. To deepen my contour, I'm going to be taking Brown Bronze by CoverGirl onto a dense blending brush, and I'm going to blend that product into the hollows of my cheeks. To cut our contour, we're going to be using the Airspun Translucent Powder. Using the same powder brush from earlier without adding any extra product, I'm going to remove all the excess face powders. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Pearlescent Pink. This is a beautiful pink peachy shade that adds the right amount of shimmer and color to the cheeks. This is so beautiful and one of my favorite blushes to use. For highlight, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in the shade Precious Petals, and this retails for only $5. I'm letting y'all know right now, today, that you can have an extra beat face for the low. You do not have to go out and buy Sephora. This highlighter is bomb.com. Y'all know how much I like to glow. Do people still say that? Next, I'm taking the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Spray, and I'm just going to give myself a spritz to ensure that all my powders are setting properly. I wanted to do something a little different in my inner corner, so I found this glitter at a hair store in my town for about $2.99, and I'm going to place it in the inner corner. I'm using this Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil in Simmer Brown to tight line my eyes. I'm going to take the shade Lover and place it below my waterline. This Mega Length Mascara is also by Wet n Wild and can also be found at the drugstore of drugstores, Target. I love this mascara because the spoolie attached to it never allows it to clump up. My lashes are Kiss Wispy Lashes, and I got these from the Dollar General. Y'all, they are not bad at all. I'm gonna go over my face with my powder brush one more time to make sure everything is seamless. No, this lip liner is not Drugstore, it's Cork by MAC, but a good drugstore dupe is Cappuccino by NYX, which I am currently out of. Next, I'm gonna be using Soft Matte Lip Cream Abu Dhabi by NYX. Also, I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly. And of course, we have to take a second to pose for the camera. On top of that, next, I'm gonna apply the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Lipstick in the shade Mocha Licious. Y'all remember this gloss from the early 2000s? Well, I had to cop me some. I found this at my local hair store and it's still as sticky as ever, which doesn't really bother me. And last but not least, like all your hard work in with a setting spray, I'm using Master Fix by Maybelline. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. I think this look came out really well, and I know I've said in other videos how much I love purple shades on melanin skin. I hope this set an example for you guys as to why. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification button so you'll know what's coming from me next.